then a sumo deadlift, and repeat that for 5 times. So today, I don't really have too much of a structure in mind at the moment. I decided to start off with some kettlebell juggling, just to get the blood flowing and the endorphins going. Usually, when you get warmed up and you're in that endorphin-filled state, I don't know. At least for me personally, I start coming up with exercises that I really want to do. So I was feeling kind of sluggish, and so I decided, hey, let me just do something that makes me feel happy and gets my blood going, which is kettlebell juggling. There are quite a few people who are new subscribers, and for you guys, kettlebell juggling is a sport. It's a fringe sport, really, and it started off in Russia, from what I understand. And the way it works is there are different kinds of flips, and people try to flip the kettlebell in all those different ways, and are rewarded points for the way they flip it. And yeah, there's different kinds of juggling. One of them is classical, the other one is freestyle, and there's, I think, 1 or 2 other forms. I personally do freestyle the most. It just allows me to be loose, kind of let my mind go wild and do whatever I feel like doing. And in the process, I burn a lot of calories and I have fun, which is the most important thing. I don't necessarily view it as the optimal way to weight train or burn calories or anything like that. However, it is one of the most fun ways for me to achieve that goal. In any case, enough talking. Let's just move into some juggling. Neighbor kids. It took me a lot of tries to get that sequence. I'm gonna cut out all the tries, but yeah. I don't know why that was so hard, but it was hard. I hope it looks decent on camera. Let's try for a couple more sequences, but need to take a short rest and see how this turned out. I watched that last sequence back. It didn't, at least personally, it didn't look as impressive, as difficult as it felt. I don't know why, but hey, what do I know? In any case, let's do another sequence, and let me try to make it a little different from what I did previously. I'm gonna leave that one in. Alright. Let's see, now my heart rate is at like 154. And I've burnt quite a bit of calories in a hurry. And that's essentially like what happens when I'm just going with the flow, as I'm just doing maneuvers. I actually feel more comfortable doing juggling that way. For the previous sequence that was successful, I actually thought of a sequence of movements and then did it. I almost feel more comfortable just pulling stuff out of my head on the fly. Alright, I'm done playing around with the kettlebell for now. Let's do some other exercises. Alright, for the first set of exercises of, I guess, the main workout, I guess today I'm in kind of an experimental mood. I want to, I don't know, play around with some concepts that I've been thinking about. I guess I'll explain it as I'm doing it. So, I'm gonna start off with the steel mace, like being held in one hand, and or the kettlebell being held in like a suitcase hold, and the steel mace, I'm going to hold it as if I were going to swing it, then do 10 360s with the steel mace. After 10, I'm going to bring it to my shoulder, and then with the kettlebell, I'm going to do a suitcase deadlift, then a sumo deadlift, and repeat that for 5 times. Then switching sides. So yeah, kind of experimenting with a different style of moving. Just an idea that came to mind. I don't know, imagine you were homeless or running away from home, and you had all your belongings in one of those cartoony, like wooden things, and I think it's called a knapsack. It might be a knapsack. And then the rest of your belongings is in a plastic bag on the floor, and then you got to pick it up. That's what you're training for. Just a silly joke, but as far as the actual movement goes, deadlifts, especially with the suitcase and stuff, you'll probably feel it quite a bit in your core, and then steel mace 360s in your shoulders and lats and serratus, and just overall a different movement that requires a lot of muscles in your body to work at once. Ooh. The sumo deadlift is more of a, you'll feel it in the inner legs, but again, the weight's not heavy enough to where you'll feel it too much. So yeah, I'm going to do like 4 to 5 sets of this. And then let's see what I do next. I'm kind of in an experimental mood. So let's see if I do something experimental or just something regular. So for the final set of movements, doing a steel mace flow. So starting off with steel mace 360 to a single-handed 360. I'm going to do this 3 times. On the final one, going to hold the mace, I guess, like as if I was holding a spear. Do a spear strike, uppercut, shoulder press with the backhand, swing, and then repeat the sequence on the other side. the act of kind of spear striking and stuff, it just is a different way of using your muscles. And it's just an interesting way to utilize them. So like right here, there's like your biceps are involved in holding it. Right here, there's a little bit of chest and core. And then the uppercut is kind of just more of a coordination thing. Shoulder press in the back, there's a little bit of shoulders. Then the swinging motion, obliques and core. And then into the 360s, which is shoulders and core and back and serratus. So yeah, just gonna do this for a little bit, and that'll be it for the workout. Yeah, kind of experimental, kind of trying out a couple of new things and some juggling. I ordered 106-pound, which is 48-kilogram kettlebell, so that's probably going to arrive today, so I'm excited for that. That way I can do something that's quite a bit heavier, and also a 50-pound kettlebell as well. So I needed something that would give me like heavier stimulus, since I work out outside the gym most of the time now. I needed something that I could get like heavy stimulus to my body, or get equipment with which I can give my body the stimulus of utilizing heavy load. Yeah, so once that gets here tonight, it should be good. There may not be a video tomorrow if I do jiu-jitsu, but yeah. Anyway, that's all for today's video. See you all tomorrow.